Hey guys, in the previous video, crash course on Chat GPT, I explained how to sign up for Chat GPT, how to use it, and what it is, and so on and so forth. And I also promised that I'm going to create a series of videos from beginner to advanced on how can we utilize this new technology to potentially generate income online. So with that being said, this is the first video for beginners, which means you do not have to have any programming or coding experience in order to start with such a business. And I'll create more videos for advanced users until we get to the programming. Now, if you did not watch my first video, which is what is ChatGPT, I'll leave a link in the description below so you can watch it. So, we already said ChatGPT is a wealth of information, and it writes in a human-like text, basically, in few words. So how can we utilize it? The idea is we need to create a service for people, provide a service for people to pay for. How can we utilize ChatGPT to help us with this service? One of the ideas I was thinking about is actually resume writing. Why resume writing? Because it's a lot of money, and with the help of ChatGPT, it becomes a piece of cake. Let me show you. I went to several actually websites that do resume writing, and I went to Monster, which is actually not all. They don't charge a lot of money. They just charge an average. A lot of companies charge a lot more than that. As you can see, the basic resume is $149. With a cover letter is $197, and it's not a brainer. Anyone that's actually getting a resume would want a cover letter. And as you can see, if it's expedited and with LinkedIn formatting, they'll charge $349. Now, you don't really have to have any resume writing background with this new technology, with ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is going to do it for you. And I'm going to show you how. So once you go and research few websites, you see what what they collect from users, how much they charge, and you decide on the pricing. Basically, what they collect from users is the skills they have. So you would be a customer applying for a resume. There are no phone calls. There's a form. They'll ask you for your skills, to write all the skills that you have, your previous resume or current resume that you're using, what is the job title you want to apply for, and if there's a link to a job that you would want to apply for, so they would go actually and capture that description, the job description, and so on. So the first thing you want to do is actually build a website. And building a website these days is just a piece of cake. It can be done with in one day, using a service like GoDaddy or Squarespace. If you're not familiar with them, this is GoDaddy. You can literally start with this GoDaddy and start a website. It's just cut and paste and drag and drop, and you'll have a very professional website in no time. There are several other companies. I'm not promoting GoDaddy. You can use any of them. Anyone can make a website these days, and you can Google on YouTube how to use GoDaddy or Wix or Squarespace to create a website. You'll find 5-10 minutes videos that shows you how to do it quickly, and you'll have a very professional website. And as you can see here, you create the website, and they also help you with online marketing tools that put your business and all in the right place. So they'll basically promote the business. You will appear on Google, so you'll get clicks and you'll get customers. Now, once you get that out of the way, which is the website, which is the easiest part, make sure you actually follow what other websites are doing. Again, what kind of data you want to collect from the person or the customer who's applying for a resume. So let's say they told you I wanna get a cloud architect. It can be anything: a sales engineer, a sales manager, a secretary, anything. For this example, let's say a cloud or an Azure architect. What we want to do here is we want to find the job description, basically. What is a job description of an Azure architect? For example, this one, infrastructure enterprise architect Azure. Let's take a look at the description of the job. So here's a description. So you would basically copy this as is. Of course, you would read it beforehand and just make sure it aligns with the customer's needs. You would copy this, and then you go to Chat GPT and say, write me a resume for John Jones, phone, email, john@email.com, LinkedIn, June@LinkedIn, and then with job description, and you would paste the job description you just copied, and then work experience, Microsoft from 2010. This is just an example, of course, you get the idea. To 2016, senior architect at Microsoft, and let's say AWS from 2016 till current. Let's change it from AWS because we're doing Azure, and Azure is Microsoft. So let's call it, instead of a company. 2016 till current. Solution architect. Certification, Azure Solution Architect, and so on. And then education, University of Colorado, Bachelor of Science. And you put in all the information that you have and you hit enter. Let's see what comes up. Look at that. It's writing a very, very professional resume. That anyone would pay money for this kind of resume. It's writing the whole thing. Responsibilities. You gave it the description and it's just writing everything. Now you can follow up with this, which we will follow up with a cover letter. As you can see, here's the solution, here's the certification, here's the education, responsibilities, work, all of this good stuff. Now, write a cover letter with Azure Data Store and databases concentration for manager name, James, and company ABC. It's writing the cover letter. So it took me to get this resume and this cover letter minutes, and it's gonna take me, I'd say, a half hour just to go through it and make sure I clean it up and I make sure all the things that the customer wants is there. And now we just simply tell it, format the resume for LinkedIn. So you would provide the customer with a formatting, regular formatting, and then you would provide them with the cover letter. And now this is the formatting for the LinkedIn, which makes it $349. You simply copy this, paste it in a Word document, clean it up, make sure it looks good, and just send it. They'll be impressed with this resume. So that's one of the ideas that I mentioned. I don't want to make this video very long, but you get the idea. This applies to sales, to engineering, to development, to any kind of profession. You come in here and you give ChatGPT as much information as you can, and it'll do the magic. As you can see here, it is. This is basically the formatting for you. Basically, you would copy this, paste it, and give it to the customer, and customer would be very pleased with your work. And anyone can do it. You do not have to have any background for in resume writing or anything. So I'll end the video here. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe and share button, and we'll see you in the next video.